Oh, how I've missed my solo adventures, but behold, an opportunity came when I received this inquiry. And with packed bags and a flight out of Singapore, I found myself not in Broome, Australia, but in the city of Perth. Specifically, a road trip to Kalbarri National Park, which is in northern Western Australia. And with many gorgeous photos and another surprise proposal, I found myself with 2 full days of play, which got me thinking, let's go find giants.
Hey friends! I know my hair is a little bit crazy. Clearly the curls are holding up because this would not last 5 minutes when I'm in Singapore, but I am in Perth at the moment. It's been so fun. So it's almost been a week and I'm gonna be heading home soon, but I thought, you know what, let's do a little bit of an adventure today. If you don't know, I actually did high school in Perth, so it's been pretty cool to go back to like familiar places and sort of see the development. And today we're in Mandurah, which I've never been before. So side note, I used to be really introverted and shy, as well as very timid when I was younger. So I've never explored outside of Perth City itself, and back then I didn't have a license, so I could not get around. But hey, you know what? I am so glad I've overcome that fear and I'm a lot more adventurous, as you can tell, doing solo trips and all, by the grace of God. So today we're going to be exploring Mandurah to find all these giants, and I hope that you guys enjoy today's vlog. Let's go!
If you want to learn more about this adventure, you can check out the official website for a lot more information, such as how to play the game, how to get to Mandurah, as well as getting the Traveler's Companion and map of Mandurah. There's also the option of visiting the visitor center to get a physical copy of this map, which was what I decided to do for this adventure.
We're gonna be finding our first giant. So when you go to the visitor center, just tell them that you're looking for the giants, and then they'll give you this booklet and it has all the information there. So I'm actually really excited to have a look at the booklet. So yeah, let's head back to the car and start our adventure. I have made it to the first spot. So we're currently at Santi, Ikto, which is a giant that's along the beach, which I'm really excited to find. So these giants were actually designed by this artist, Thomas Danbo. Super cool. You can check out his work. I thought that this was a really cool initiative to get people to explore Mandurah more, and also the heart behind why the giants were made. There's more information about the giant at the spot just outside the toilets. The real story today is really just getting myself out there and filming again, because I have not been very motivated to film at all, especially when I'm in Singapore. And I know I keep saying that, which I shouldn't. Today is really about just getting out there and doing what you want to do, even though you don't feel like it at times. I see it up ahead. It looks pretty big. There it is. Wow! It's huge! Really cool. Oh my gosh. There's also Thomas's website and QR code at the foot of the giant. I'm very impressed by how it's made of wood, and it's really big as well. Mission accomplished for finding the first giant, and that's pretty much gonna be it for the day. The mission now is to go get ice cream. Yes.
Although I only found 1 out of the 5 giants in Mandurah, it was still worth celebrating that I made it out of the house. And what better way than to explore the foreshore area of Mandurah. I was initially excited to try simmos, but as none of the flavors were enticing, I decided to give yochi a try instead. I was happy to find that the store was relatively empty because its launch in Singapore was gathering long lines and I was not keen to line up. The store goes by a pay-by-weight system and there's quite a few options for flavors and toppings. I decided to go with acai, and boy, that pistachio poppy spread was delicious. I got my acai bowl. Here's a bit of a mess at the moment, but cheers guys. Cannot wait to eat this. Let me try it first before I actually face the water. Yeah boy. I got the pistachio drizzle as well. Which is really good as well. So I'm gonna sit and enjoy this, enjoy the view. The only thing I would say about this is I don't like how, sorry, the tree cutting my head is a bit annoying. I don't really like how it goes by weight, so it's very dangerous how you can just surprise yourself with how much you end up spending. So my bowl ended up being $11, but it is very tasty though, I must say. Definitely feel very accomplished coming out to film because it's been a while since I've been overseas. Honestly, Perth is so chill. It feels so different to Singapore. So I soaked up as much of the view and weather as I could before heading home. And there were more food adventures to come. But first, there was a coffee run. Good morning friends, it's the next day. So this is actually my last day in Perth. And I'm just about to go run errands, but I'm a little bit behind schedule. I don't know, I've been feeling so lazy. It's been so hard to just break this cycle of procrastination. And I do attribute some of it to like being burnt out. I didn't realize how bad it was, but it's definitely a lot better than last year. Still taking a while to run up this internal engine of mine. So please bear with me. I really have been wanting to just make more interesting vlogs, but obviously it's difficult to reinvent the wheel every single time. And I also want to keep things like simple for myself so that I'm not burning out just trying to generate ideas. Today's actual mission is I'm gonna go get coffee beans. If you don't know, Australia actually has really good coffee. And I'm not a coffee person, but I've heard this from all my coffee lovers. And so this is a place you might want to check out, especially if you have a car, because without a car, it's a little bit inconvenient to get to. It's kind of like in this industrial place. Otherwise, you can always get the beans from the local supermarket called IGA. So let's head over first, and then we'll continue with the game plan later on. There it is. It's such a pretty day today. Honestly, the weather this entire week has been amazing. Thank you, Jesus. Literally, I was like praying that we'll have good weather because we're all a bit worried for the shoot. Yeah, this is pretty much a very industrial area. As you enter the building, there's a small reception area with all the available tea and coffee beans. My dad did his research prior, but you can also ask the friendly staff for recommendations. Secured the beans! It wasn't long until lunchtime, and I had been looking forward to this meal because I love Vietnamese food, and this place in the city, recommended by my aunt, is also one I would recommend. If you love banh mi, do try the roast pork belly. It was so divine that I had it twice on this trip. And looking at this footage now, I really wish that I could have it again. With my belly full and coffee run done, it was time to fill up my cup and enjoy the remaining hours before heading back to Singapore. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty! So I just wandered around the city and found myself at the governor's house. It's so nice. It has a beautiful garden. I love all the flowers, and the property is also really quaint. Today I'm taking it really chill because I am feeling tired. I'm definitely gonna enjoy my last bit of time in Perth. Travel days tend to be a little bit stressful. I don't like to jam-pack my schedule on the day that I'm flying off, just in case I get pressed for time, and then that's when I get really stressed. So I'm just gonna enjoy my time in the city. It's actually really beautiful that this garden exists, because I just felt like sitting down and like zoning out for a bit. And then we're gonna go get dessert, because why not? that I was just told by the gentleman over there that the garden is closing at 2, so they only open 12 to 2 on certain days. Anyways, let's go get some ice cream! Just across the government house is an iconic Old English lane that features Tudor-style buildings and charming little shops. It honestly feels like you're stepping into a movie set. One I'd recommend you check out. Wrapping up this trip is a stop at Hatch Cafe. For all my matcha lovers out there, this warm and cozy spot in the city is worth checking out. If I could stomach everything on the menu, I would, but I only had room for one dish, and I went with the parfait, which was delicious. With that, we have come to the end of this cozy Perth adventure. I feel so incredibly blessed every time I get to travel, and I hope to have more of these adventures soon. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.